Every great leader in the world uses drugs. See, drugs, real drugs. drugs, drugs. Every great leader in the world uses drugs. Not on them, but on the people around them. In fact, you and me are a victim of these drugs. You might be wondering, sort of drugs really? Yes, they do, man. None of us know it. And that's the reason we fall in their persuasion techniques. Now you might be wondering, what are these drugs, Saurabh? I want to know these drugs. Even I want to use those drugs. Let me give those drugs to you. Okay, there are 4 drugs. How many? 4 drugs. Now what are these 4 drugs? I'll call them dogs. What is it? D-O-C-S. Docs. You can say documents. D-O-C-S. Now D is one drug, O is one drug, C is one drug, NS is one drug. Now let's understand this. What is this drugs which all of us are being victim of from these great leaders? Now let's start with S. Okay, D-O-C-S. S. Now S stands for serotonin. What is it? Serotonin drug. Serotonin is something which is released in our body. Okay, every single human being releases this chemical called as serotonin when they have a particular emotion. Okay, now what is this particular emotion? The particular emotion is the emotion of calm and confident. Okay, which means if a leader gives you a drug of serotonin, you feel calm and confident. Now how does he give you that drug? Does he throw a tablet on you? Does he give injection to you? No. He gives that drug through his words. Just through his words. How is it possible? You might be thinking. Yes, it is possible. Okay. Now let's understand again. Okay, serotonin is a drug, calm and confident, released by a word or your language, which is of praise. Which means when you praise someone, when I say, okay, for example, I say, man, you're looking so handsome today. That coat suits you. Where did you buy that watch? You're looking more beautiful today. Now, the moment I praise someone, leaders know this, okay? When I praise someone, they feel calm and confident because there is a drug which is released in the body which is called as serotonin. And this drug every great leader uses. Now, do you want to use this? Yeah, don't carry an injection or a tablet or a capsule. Just praise them. Say, you're looking beautiful, you're looking handsome. Just praise them. When you praise people, a drug of serotonin is released in the body. Making sense? I'm assuming you're liking this. Yes. So now let's understand what are the other 3 drugs. Okay. Now D-O-C-S. S we learn. Now let's understand C. Now what is C? C stands for cortisol. What is it? Cortisol. Now cortisol is a drug which is released in all of us. Okay. It is called a stress hormone. What is the hormone? Stress hormone. A stress. We experience stress when cortisol is released in our body. Now how this stress is being released in our body? Because of this chemical. And the secret for that is uncertainty, unexpected events, fear or unexpected events. Uncertainty releases cortisol. Okay, that gives stress to us. For example, this coronavirus. No one expected coronavirus, isn't it? Now, just because unexpected thing happened, all of us release that chemical of cortisol in the body, and we are feeling stressed, worried, bothered, confused. What's going to happen in the future? Now that's cortisol, and every great leader knows how to use this drug of cortisol when it's required. For example, storytelling. When they tell you a story, they tell about a lot of struggles in their life, a lot of pains, a lot of problems they faced in their life, a lot of uncertainty, lots of negative emotions. When they talk about these negative emotions, they are actually releasing a rush of chemicals in your body. One of those chemicals is the cortisol. D-O-C, cortisol. Making sense? Which means whenever someone is telling you a story which has some failures in it, some kind of problems, struggles, he's indirectly giving you a drug of cortisol in your body. Yeah? I hope you're loving this. Yeah, but if you really want to make someone feel bad, then you can use this drug. Otherwise, don't use this drug. But leaders use this drug to make you feel emotional, make you give that rush of emotions in your body. Okay, that is C. Okay, so DOCS. CS we learned, cortisol, serotonin we learned. Now D and O. Now let's say O. Okay, now O stands for oxytocin. What is it? Oxytocin. Okay, now oxytocin is a chemical or a drug which is released in all of our body. What it causes? Oxytocin causes connection, deep connection. What does it causes? Deep connection, which means you feel loved, you feel connected. Okay, now what makes people connected? It's something called as familiarity. What is it? Familiarity, which means when I meet someone, okay, I meet a man or a woman, I meet someone and I just talk to them and I try to find something in common. Oh, you went to the same school. Oh my God, I was in the same school as well. Okay, assuming she says I am from Hyderabad. Oh my God, I'm from Hyderabad as well. When you try to find something in common, when you are able to connect with them with a familiar emotion, okay, that connection, that knowingness. Assuming you say I was in the airport but I missed my flight, and if they have missed a flight as well in the past, did you miss your flight? Now they can connect with you. That connection establishes. Making sense? So familiarity is something which a leader will use to create that emotion of connection with you. And that's when the drug of oxytocin is released in the body. Oxytocin is a very powerful drug. Okay, you can make release oxytocin with a touch also. When you touch someone, it makes them feel good. Just with a handshake, oxytocin is released. Okay, now oxytocin is a beautiful drug which makes you feel great, connected. Making sense? So when you find something common with people, something familiar to them, okay, that's when oxytocin is released. And in fact, you know what, storytelling is again a beautiful tool in which oxytocin is released. Because when I tell a story, I tell about characters, I tell about events which people know and they connect with. Okay, and then there are people involved, automatically people feel connected because they are people, they are like them. When you watch a movie, you see a hero, you see a lot of people around the hero. Those people are like you. In fact, you are like that hero. So you feel connected with them. Familiarity. They go to KFC, you go to KFC. Familiarity. Okay, so that familiarity creates oxytocin. That's the O, oxytocin chemical, which great leaders use on you. Okay, now the first one. What is it? D for dopamine. You might have heard of this dopamine. Now, dopamine is a chemical or a drug which leaders use on you. But what is the meaning of dopamine? Dopamine is a reward drug. What kind of drug? Reward drug. Feel good drug. If you watch Facebook, I'm sure all of you have Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok. You keep scrolling in Facebook, okay, and you upload a photo or a video in Facebook or WhatsApp or TikTok, and people like it, people comment on it. You feel good, isn't it? It's a reward drug. When people like you, comment, you feel good. It's a feel good drug. It's a good feeling drug, reward drug. Making sense? Now, how leaders use this on you? They use this on you, okay, by giving you some reward, by giving you some kind of reward in a way which makes you feel that I earned it. Making sense? Like in Facebook, it's a reward which you receive by putting a photo, which means you upload a photo, people like it. You upload a photo, people comment on it. Now that comment happened because of the photo you uploaded. So reward is whenever people give you something as a reward, that's when this drug of dopamine is released. Now how can you release dopamine? Okay, assuming you tell, I'm giving you a discount, I'm giving this for free. Okay, assuming I'm recording this video for you and you're getting a lot of knowledge free of cost, this is releasing dopamine. Oh my God, I know this now. Making sense? This reward of knowledge which you're getting right now releases dopamine in you. So when you reward someone, for example, you're meeting someone, okay, you reward them, take a gift for them, okay, or you reward them or congratulate them for achieving that award or reward. When you congratulate people, when you give something to them, that's when this dopamine is released in the body. It's a reward principle. Yeah, great leaders knows how to use these dogs, and all these dogs helps them as a leader to get the work done for them, which means they use the dogs on you to get their job done. Now you know the secret of dogs. Now it's up to you, will you use it? I use it, will you use it? In fact, I'm using dopamine right now by giving you a lot of knowledge, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any question, please ask in the comment section. Please subscribe to get a lot of such videos. See you tomorrow with one more tip. Please put dogs in practice. Start using these drugs. And these are legal drugs. Yeah, thank you.